It gives a placeholder, so I want to provide further analysis and thoughts on Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. A lot to get to, so let's get to it. Yeah, Mario Kart, Yoshi's, and one of the first things I thought of was I've had this theory for a while now. Is due to the art style. Is that due to the art style? I realized I had this theory that they wouldn't have any crossover characters because they're really leaning into the more Mario-looking Mario characters. They're making Mario characters look more Mario, with the characters looking more bouncy and round, like the officials, like a lot of those official 2D arts. Yeah, that would make crossover characters less fitting. So yeah, there's no crossover characters probably, unless they somehow manage to make them fit in. Guess we'll see if they add anything later that makes them crossover. But for now, don't think so. Mario, yep, Luigi. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we're going on the water now. We're on the water now instead of going in the water, and we just like hoverboard it, hovercraft it, or just you know speedboat it. Like we also fly in the air like a plane instead of with a glider, more so. Well, we do kind of glide, but I guess we glide. We're like somewhere between gliding and flying now. That part, like Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed, seem to. I don't know if that's. I don't know if going on the snow transforms the vehicle, or if that's just one of the vehicles types that just looks like that. Oh wait, maybe if you look at the back, those look. Oh, I can't tell. This is a cool looking level. Looks like the DK arcade game. City level. Snow track. So kind of African desert area. Oh, maybe not quite. You're traveling on the water again. Looks like a DK jungle. Well, it's a Mario block, so maybe it's a Mario jungle stage. Oh, and they managed to get another music reference in there, a reference to Super Mario Kart. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is cool. We have a stage that looks like some of those old sepia looking, black and white sepia looking films. Oh my god, yes! We can grind, we can grind them, we can grind on them. Oh my god. And we can wall jump. And I'm just like, wait a minute, grinding and wall running like this is like Sonic Lost World, and I love Sonic Lost World. And it's like, oh my god, I get to jump back and forth between walls and grind on rails with like in Sonic Lost World. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be so amazing. And I'm gonna be like the only one who loves it for that because most people don't like Sonic Lost World all that much. Or they think it was just a bag, not the right time, or was it why we changed the game at the time, or they genuinely don't like it that much. I don't think it's so great. I think it's kind of okay. Oh yeah, we've got a cow, crazy stuff. Looks like they brought the Mega Mushroom back. They, yep, Mega Mushroom. They brought the hammer item from I think Tour. That's why Hammer Bros are in it. That coin block, I think that's from Tour. I didn't play Tour enough to know. Bullet Bill's back. This is weird. There are times you can go into vehicles, to giant vehicles, and just take them over. And then guess I don't know. It didn't seem to smash anyone yet. Couldn't see anyone get knocked over. But it knocked over the terrain, so there's some terrain that gets knocked over. Saw the fence get broken down. Couldn't tell. Doesn't look like anyone got knocked over yet. And then, for some reason, when we eat food, there's a food item now. You can change your costume. So that's random. Just an item that changes your costume without doing anything. Actually giving you an advantage. Oh yeah, gliding, flying-ish. But instead of a glider you can pick, they just have wings that pop out of the vehicle now. The cart. Also, they have a barrel there. I wonder if instead of maybe that's there, and then there's a bomb, not a cart bomb like the other two older tracks. I think that in Wii and Double Dash, and then yeah, it looks like I guess if you go in the barrel, we get shot out, maybe into flight mode. But then there's a ramp up there that's pink that I guess just wouldn't give you flight mode, but that there's a blue one up there which probably would actually give you flight mode. Guess we'll have to see. Oh, desert level, one of those things. I haven't seen those in Mario Kart before, I don't think. Don't know what they're called. And then there's Kamek. There's a whale. Cool stuff, really cool stuff. Mario Kart World. I think we can skip through this. Alright. Interesting, yeah. Mario Kart. What do you think it'll be like? Okay. It's that jungle level again. The different kart types only.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
So the tracks can change based on the weather instead of having set weather for each track, making it a little more like the Animal Crossing track.
You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Like the Animal Crossing track from 8 Deluxe and the UFC Grand Prix. Mario Bros. Circuit, Crown City, Whistle Stop Summit, DK Spaceport. Interesting. And they just have, so it's a standard 4 cups, 4 tracks per cup, but then they have 7 cups here instead of the usual 4, or even 6 in a row from 8 Deluxe with all the DLC, having 6 in a row. It's just 7 in a row here. Oh. Desert Hills, Shy Guy Bazaar, Wario Stadium, Airship Fortress. Oh yeah, so some of the tracks are coming back from old games, but they're just there. They don't have the names, the console names, but that makes it hard to tell if it's a new or old version of the track. Desert Hills is from DS. Shy Guy Bazaar is from 3DS. Airship Fortress is from DS. Wario Stadium, that could be from 64, DS, or a new version, so that's hard to tell. DK Pass, that's from Wii. Starview Peak's new. Sky High Sundays from Tour and in the DLC, which is kind of a bummer. Sky High Sunday is one of my least favorite tracks. Just a boring loop to me. Wario Shipyard's from 3DS, so that's gonna be cool to have back. It's the first time we've had it back, right? Gonna be cool to play that. Koopa Troopa Beach, it's from 64, right? Looks like Faraway Oasis, that's new. Crown City's new. Peach Stadium, that's probably a new Peach. Yeah, that's a new one, right? Oh yeah. Instead of loading screens, you just go to drive on a new path to the next course.
courses.
4 courses, yep.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Mm-hmm.
With 24 drivers in each race,
Right to the next course, part of 24 races.
competition is gearing up. Each race, the most in series history.
Most of series history.
Competition is gearing up.
Competition, yeah, gearing up, yeah. 24.
Introducing Knockout
So knockout tour. This is where the 24 really matters, I think. So you have enough players to knock out over time. This is another set of tracks. Golden Rally.
From one corner of the world,
Ice Rally. Oh, so the other ones are called. So the regular Grand Prix.
and in this Mario Kart game, through 4
So the Grand Prix are called Cups.
courses in a bid for. You'll also drive drivers in each
And then
race.
the knockout tours are called Rallies.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non.
Is that 6 tracks in a row? I guess that makes sense. So they have separate things for Golden Tour, for the Grand Prix and the Rally and the Knockout Tours. For the Grand Prix and the Golden Knockout Tours, and they're called Rallies instead of Cups. Golden Rally, Ice Flower Rally, Moon Rally, Blue Spiny Shell Rally, Double Cherry, Acorn, Cloud, Heart. And that's another set of 7. So that makes 7, another set of 7. So 7 times 4, 7, 14, 21, 28 plus 6 times 7 equals that's 70 tracks. That's if they're all individually by themselves. Is there some overlap? Let's assume there's no overlap. That looks like 6 tracks in a row. There's no overlap, is there? Ice Rally. The 8th or better. Yeah, that's just like old school. That's just like F-Zero. Man, just in case F-Zero, that's just another niche F-Zero has lost to Mario Kart. Like poor F-Zero. Also, if people playing F-Zero 99 might make this more palatable also. Yeah, free run. Neater. Though I do wonder if there's really anything to do. Surely there's like gameplay accomplishments, right? Unless it's just fun. I don't know how much I'll do it then.
You could also go for scenic drives with friends, and even take photos together at different locations.
Airship Fortress. Dinosaur track.
A brand new race across the
What's that
entire
what if that dinosaur track is Dino Dino Jungle?
Mario Kart World. The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct, so be on the lookout for more information in the future. Mario Kart World は Nintendo
Guess
Switch
I'm
2
going ready for
と
that.
同日に発売します。さらに詳しい内容は後日改めてご紹介しますのでお楽しみに。
Mm-hmm.
続いては Nintendo Switch 2で新しくできることをご紹介していきます。
Yeah.
これは Switch 2のジョイコンでジョイコン2と呼んでいます。右のジョイコン2には新たに C ボタンを追加しました。この C ボタンで皆さんを新しい体験へお連れしましょう。
Alright, so this is game chat section. I don't think I have anything else to say to it. People to say, yeah, there's.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
You can connect with the C button, have various settings. It's at lower frame rates, the other screens. You can possibly together. You can put your face in certain games.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Game share is cool. It's like DS download play, 3DS download play. Most games are already multiplayer on the console themselves, so the only thing I can think of that it'll let me play with other people that normally can't is like Luigi's Mansion games.
While using the Game Chat feature.
So switch to overview. Do you have any opinions, extra opinions to share on this? Bigger screen, say thickness, yep.
Here's how that compares
Oh, that's
to
massive.
Nintendo Switch. The console's thickness remains the same.
There's just display, yep.
Double the pixels compared to Switch. You can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Oh, heck yeah. Up to 120 FPS.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per
Only
second,
available on support
allowing for
games,
smoother
yeah.
gameplay
Some games are gonna be
supported
30,
titles.
some games are gonna be 60, some games are gonna be 120.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached
That
to the
sounds
console.
nice.
Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
I hope that's more firm than my current Switch controllers. Because even then, when they're fully slid in, if they go out of position by like 1 nanometer, they seem to disconnect and stop working, which is annoying.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger.
I just hope it's more
greater
durable
comfort
also,
and control.
because there's Joy-Con drift. But then also I have this issue where even though I barely used it, my SL and SR buttons stopped working, so I can't play multiplayer with them. So they can't act as extra side controllers anymore.
The Joy-Con 2 held horizontal.
Which really sucks. That's a issue like no one ever talks about. And I mean, Joy-Con drift. I've only seen a few posts on the internet about it instead of videos about it.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
That's gonna feel nice. Mouse controls. That's
Each
neat.
Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play in compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Lovely.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via Game Chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
Neato.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Oh. So 3D only available support games up for a system out 3D audio can also be used via the built-in speakers. That's weird. So it's not there by default? That's weird. Looks like this works on my current laptop I'm using.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand.
I wonder why it's like that instead of a big solid piece like the OLED. It wouldn't get in the way of anything if it was bigger and wider, would it? Guess it's saving on... No, it wouldn't save them all plastic, would it? I don't know. USB-C ports.
In addition to the USB-C port found on
That's
the
neat.
bottom of the console, there's
I'm sure
one
that's
on
convenient.
top as well.
Some people appreciate that. Personally, I've never had that much of an issue with charging with the screen. Except like maybe a couple times where I really wish it was there.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
Maybe only a couple times I really wished it was there. Good for flexibility when charging and playing my Switch at the same time in handheld.
Charging in tabletop mode.
Also, it looks like they charge it like that. Having a separate converter instead of just a single plug point.
Nintendo Switch 2
Larger,
comes
faster
with
storage.
256
Especially
gigabytes
in
of
too much
internal
storage for
storage,
usage system. Yep.
8 times that of Nintendo
That sounds
Switch,
super nice to
for
me.
storing your game downloads, save data, and more.
That's gonna be
Reading and
super
writing
nice.
data is also faster. And more. Reading and writing data is also faster.
That's gonna be super nice to me. Like, as someone, some people say that due to some people needing micro SD cards to get all the downloads they need, I don't have that many downloads, so I think I'll be fine. That should make me feel it should feel really good, especially if I'm playing lots of random games from game trials from Nintendo Switch online.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution.
4K is gonna be
for
crazy.
compatible games.
Thing is, though, I don't have a 4K. I have a 4K TV, but my monitor in my room isn't 4K. But the monitor in my room does go up to 120 FPS. So I think I'll just have it set to 1080p 120 FPS at all times,
VR is
as much as
also
possible.
supported with TV mode.
4K resolution, HDR available support games, require compatible display. Frame is fixed to maximum 60 FPS, 4K output. Yeah. Okay. Guess I need a TV that can go between 4K or 120 FPS, like the Switch, and other consoles that can do that too.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your console cool. This helps keep performance stable. On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible
Some Nintendo Switch games are supported on for the compatible Switch 2. Please visit your website details. Nintendo Online can continue using the service on Nintendo Switch 2. Yep.
You can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games.
Neato. That's in your grip. You have to have a flat thing so they can pop into place with
ご覧
magnets.
いただいた通り、Nintendo Switch 2は単に Nintendo Switch をバージョンアップしたものではなく、本体設計を一から行い、新たな遊びの機能を盛り込みました。そして、Switch 2のことをもっと深く知ってもらいたいと思い、とあるゲームを開発しているのですが、川本さん。
Oh yeah, the game. I don't have much extra to say on it, other than yeah, it should have just been built into the game, and then you find out its price, and it's like, what the hell? I thought it was gonna be like the 3DS, where they had built-in games. It would have been like the VR cards. That would have been so cool. I love playing those. More info. Game card. Unlike the 3DS, it doesn't have anything to prevent it being put in a Switch. I guess maybe when you put it in a Switch, it will just say it can't be read because it's a Switch 2 game. Much faster data reading speeds. Oh yeah, micro SD Express. I wonder how you tell the difference, because this says micro SD XC EX1. This is micro SD XC1 EX. So you just have to make sure it says it's a micro SD Express card. I don't think I'll need it for how I play my games. Yep. That's neat. I've never gotten around to buying a Pro controller for my Switch. Don't know if I'll buy one for this. Those GL and GR buttons seem real neat though. You know the controllers with that, maybe even two. They have two on the left and two on the right on the back, so with 4 extra buttons. That's crazy. Not in this one though, just two. One on the left, one on the right bit.
きましたも公開しますので、合わせてこのダイレクト終了後に公式ホームページを公開します。
Yeah,
また
does your website go live?
私た
Ask
ち
the
3
developer in
人
the
が
website.
Nintendo Switch 2の開発についてお話しする開発者に聞きましたも公開しますので、合わせてご覧いただければと思います。ここで Nintendo Switch 2の発売日をお伝えします。 Nintendo Switch 2の発売日は6
Yeah,
月
June
5日です。
5th, okay.
皆さんで遊んでもらえる日が来ることを私たちも心待ちにしています。もうしばらくお待ちください。さて、
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2で
Fortunately, I
遊べる
think
ソ
my
フト
dad
に
will
は
have yeah,
大きく3つの種類がありま
two
す。
types of games, yeah.
まずは Nintendo Switch 2の専用ソフトです。 Switch 2の性能や特徴を生かしたゲームをプレイいただけます。2つ目は Nintendo Switch で発売したソフトです。3つ目は Nintendo Switch 2 Edition で
Switch
す。
2 edition games.
スイッチで発売したいくつかのタイトルにおいてグラフィックを向上させたり、スイッチ2ならではの遊びを追加して新たにお届けします。ではここでスーパーマリオパーティージャンボリーの Nintendo Switch 2 Edition をご紹介します。こちらをご覧ください。
So yeah, Switch 2 editions. I remember someone pointed out with the camera stuff, I'm like, it's like iToy. And I'm like, oh my god, they're right. It's like close enough. Welcome back, PlayStation 2 iToy.
The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features.
Now I'm glad I didn't buy the base
mouse
game,
controls,
because I can just get this instead.
audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party.
Oh, so you can look, chance time looks like that, huh?
Other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions.
Something about the face chance time makes it seem like it'll be easier to, if you use other people's faces to keep track of their character and determine what you want.
Emotions in real
Or
time.
maybe not if it's like that, actually.
Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2.
It's
Hit
2v2.
blocks to collect the most coins. You on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go. And compete in other minigames using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse
It's
controlled
like Switch,
carnival
like
coaster.
PS2 iToy.
With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Not using mouse controls, okay.
Use mouse controls to shoot.
Carnival
You're
coaster.
off.
Let's go.
Use mouse controls
Flowers
to shoot
back.
down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm.
Oh.
And one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the station?
Oh, 2.1
From
kilometers.
minigames that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble,
Mouse
the biggest
controls,
party
yeah.
yet
Rumble.
is getting even bigger. And rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2
Another plus
July
game.
24th.
July 24th.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
みんなの表情を見ながらプレイできる新たなマリオパーティーをお楽しみに。この他の Nintendo Switch 2 エディションをご紹介します。 説ブレス・オブ・ザ・ワイルドとティアーズ・オブ・ザ・キングダムのそれぞれの任天堂スイッチ2エディションでは解像度やフレームレートが向上し鮮やかな色合いを表現できる HDR にも対応するなどより高精細で滑らかなグラフィックでプレイいただけるようになります、さらにハイラルの冒険を深く楽しめ
So
る
yeah, you can get high frame rates, resolution in HDR, and then we get this Zelda Notes thing. This is going to be in the Switch app, yeah.
任天堂スイッチアップからご利用いただける任天堂スイッチ2エディション専用のコンテンツです。例えば、まだ訪れたことがないところなどいろんな場所に案内してくれたり
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
I might actually use this to get all the Korok seeds for once.
他にも作ったものを
New
QR コードで
creations
シェ
using
アして
QR codes, yep. Actually, go back.
It's active.
訪れたエディション専用
So it looks at voice memories, navigation, my play data, global play data, data bonus, Amiibo, play data studio, item sharing. Voice memories, navigation, my play data, global play data, daily bonus, Amiibo, photo studio, item sharing, auto build sharing. Oh, pretty much the same, huh? Okay. Okay. So that'd be neat
コンテンツです。
to look at things that I have seen in Switch, like on Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, send save data things,
まだ訪れたことがないところなどいろんな場所に
finding
案内
shrines
して
and
くれたり
Koroks,
Guidance
mainly
activating.
Koroks for me.
Proceed north.
他にも作ったものを
And
QR
share
コードで
auto
シェア
build
して
commands about using Zelda notes, X send plus receive, finish sending to Zelda notes.
他の人のゲーム
Then it's not a player to create in their
内
game.
で再現したり
I wonder how that'll look out exactly. Just make it seems from Zelda notes. I wonder how that'll look exactly.
冒険がより楽しくなる機能がご利用いただけます。星のカー
Oh
ビ
my
ィ
god.
ディスカバリ
It's
ーでは
just Kirby Forgotten Land's getting
フレームレートの
more
向上を
stuff.
生かしたスイッチ2エディションのみで楽し
So
める
that
スイッチ
also moved Gavin's frame rates. Yeah, so it is lagging in some places, so 1080p, 120 FPS, or 4K 60 FPS would be great. Even just on my in handheld mode, it won't lag on tabletop or on TV mode.
ストーリーが
Well, actually, I haven't played the game on TV mode before because I play handheld not so much. So yeah, hopefully it just lags less. Yeah. It does make me wish I never bought the game. It's just wild. I'm like, wait,
世界は
this getting extra stuff is like kind of wild. It's like how Mario Kart 8 Deluxe got extra stuff unexpectedly DLC because this came out and then Forgotten Land came out and then
不思議な流星の力
Return to Dreamland Deluxe came out and now we're back to Forgotten Land. I wonder how big Cycross World will be. There's a new mouthful
カ
mode.
ービィの新しい冒険にぜひご期待ください。
Interesting. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, of
メト
course.
ロイドプライム4ビヨンドですが、スイッチ版に加え、スイッチ2エディションを
Since it's a
発
new
売し
game,
ま
I can
す
just get the Switch 2 edition without any hassle.
通常操作の他にマウス操作による直感的なプレイが可能になります。さらに 4K
4K 60 FPS.
没入感のある
1080p 60 FPS HDR. Handheld mode. Performance mode 1080p 120 FPS HDR. Handheld mode 720p 120 FPS HDR. Yeah.
の滑らかなアクションを楽しむか HDR に対応した2つのモードを好みや環境に合わせてお選びいただけます。またこの秋に発売予定のポケモンレジェンズ ZA もスイッチ版に加えスイッチ2エディションを発
Switch
売
2
します。
edition, okay.
スイッチ2のスペックを生かしグラフィックやフレームレートの向上などにより
Mm-hmm.
リアルシティでの冒険をより快適に楽しむことができます。
Nice resolution and frame rates. Okay.
ご覧いただいた任天堂スイッチ2エディションですが、パッケージ版とダウンロード版を発売します。 またすでにスイッチ版のソフトをお持ちの方はアップグレードパスをご購入いただくことでプレイできます。任天堂スイッチ
Nintendo Switch Edition by purchasing an upgrade pack, yeah.
任天堂スイッチ2エディションをお楽しみに。ここでジョイコン2のマウス操作による完全新作タイトルをご紹介します。こちらをご覧ください。
Oh, it's drag drive, right? Yeah, I got nothing else to say. Other than it's interesting aesthetic. What did I think earlier? Before? Yeah, I was like, it's like a wheelchair basketball, which is actually a real life thing. I got reminded of between the original viewing and this analysis. I'm like, oh yeah. Good that scratchy soundtrack, DJing soundtrack. Three v 3 basketball. I'm like, wait a minute. That's like Mario Hoops 3-on-3. That's a 3-point line, huh? But they have 11.3, so I wonder how the point system works exactly. If they have decimal points. Plus 0.2, okay. 2 points plus 0.2, cool trick. Oh, trick points, okay. Yeah, because you can wheel off the sides. Still, it's funny, it reminds me of Rocket League. Summer 2025. That'll mean winter here in Australia, right? Though.
2つのマウスを操作していろんなプレーを直感的に繰り出せるドラッグ&ドライブ。2つのマウスによる新たなチーム戦にご期待ください。
Unless they edited it to be.
続いては、任天堂スイッチ2にやってくるソフトメーカーさんのタイトルをご紹介します。
Oh, you have much to say? Elden Ring, Carnage Edition, Hades 2, Street Fighter 6. I heard Street Fighter 6 is going to be interesting. Elden Ring Carnage Edition is like a complete game. Hades 2 is coming out exclusively early. Street Fighter 6 is going to be interesting. Because if you get the version of DLC, it's still I think it's still cheaper than a standard Switch 2 game from Nintendo. Or it is about the same price. But then also Here's 1 Street Fighter Edition. I wonder if that's all DLC. Oh, there's more coming out later. I wonder if there's a year 3. But then also, I think I heard, yeah, that Switch 2 version of Street Fighter 6 is like feels better than the PS5 version. So, does that make it the best version of the game? Demon Ex Machina, yeah, Demon Ex Machina game. Split Fiction, yeah. EA Sports games, Hogwarts Legacy, Tony Hawk, Hitman, Project 007, yeah. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Yeah, because the Zero Director's Cut. That's like some kind of definitive edition, I heard. If I remember correctly. From what they say here.
ソフトメーカーさんのご紹介の途中ですが、ここで任天堂にも関係するタイトルをご紹介します。ご覧ください。
Oh yeah, so Age of Calamity. Not Age of Calamity. Hyrule was Age of Imprisonment, AAA game studio. Koei Tecmo.
The Zonai who descended from the heavens.
I don't think I have anything extra to say here. It's just Hyrule Warriors, right? It's based on the war. Do wonder what the playable roster will be.
Hyrule come. Miss the past.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. I assume Ganondorf's going to be playable. Maybe that's 8? Maybe they have multiple weapons for the character. Is that like a team-up attack? Team-up attacks were like in... They were in Fire Emblem Warriors, right? Pair up. Huh. Oh, I wonder if it has to do with the stones. It has them to do certain things. Hmm. Our Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. I guess I'll wait if it has any DLC first. See if they could bring out the definitive edition.
ご覧いただいたのは東映テクモさんのゼルダ無双封印戦記です。
Mm-hmm.
もちろん任天堂も開発に協力しています。かつてハイラル王国で起きた封印戦争、その知られざる真実を描いた本作にご期待ください。
Mm.
ここで任天堂スイッチオンラインについて
Switch
お知らせ
Online
です。
stuff.
任天堂スイッチオンラインはスイッチ2でも引き続きご利用いただけます。
Yeah, Switch
そして
Online,
任天堂スイッチオンラインプラス
and
追加
then
版
Nintendo Classics
スイッチ
GameCube
2専
instead
用
of
の
Nintendo Switch
対応
Online.
特典を
Nintendo
新た
Classic
にご用
instead.
意しました。こちらをご覧ください。
GameCube, and then it's in higher resolution, which is neat, and cleaner image. Deltarune, yep, people excited by that. Borderlands 4, updates from 2K. Survival Kids, that's random. That's a revival of an old retro game series from Konami. Enter the Gungeon 2, Starseek Engineering Expeditions, which we played. Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy. And then here's the what's it called? I forgot what they call it. Sizzle reel, that's what it's called. Jeez. And then they just casually throw in Silk Song in there, don't they? Like it's nothing. Like they didn't give it its own little thing, like Deltarune, right? They just put Silk Song in there like it's nothing. That's the best, most Silk Songs never got an Adrian, and they just act like it's nothing. That's Buds, yeah, that's from software, nothing to say for me. Kirby Air Riders, yeah, nothing else to say for me. Oh, don't. Kirby Air Riders is a thing, and it's from Masahiro Sakurai. Can make something besides Smash for once in a while. DK Bonanza, Googly Eye Rocks. Makes it look like those old Rareware games with googly eyes and everything. Yeah, I don't know what those floating coin thingies are. They're not Mario coins. Guess some kind of collectible. Gonna feel like a... Yeah, I didn't... Minecart should have tipped me off and get some of the banana-looking things. There's a giraffe-looking thing, stone with googly eyes. There's this house-looking thing with googly eyes. All that, these are all for. Snowy area, googly eye rock thingy. That gives us a jungle area, savannah style area, Snowy area. Green Savannah, grassy field area. Ingot Isle. The monkey should have tipped me off, but they could have just been ignored as, oh yeah, there's just monkeys here, whatever. Authorized monkey only. Monkeys only. Warning, authorized monkeys only, huh? It was a Mario game at first, but then with all the God, I'm like, wait, what's this Wario game? But now it's a DK game. Reminds me of Wario World, with the swinging and grabbing of certain objects. Grabbing and swinging of certain objects and attacking with them. It's DK's new design, which, yeah, I don't like as much. I was like, why does it remind me of those cartoon Cal art styles? That's why. That's one of the things that reminds me of. Which is a art style I'm fine with. I watch cartoons like that, but it still looks weird on him. That rock becomes grassy field area, banana-shaped things, gold, cased in ice. So that blue rock, it's on the bench. There's a stony bench with metal grating on it, I guess. Turns into a stone. To question mark, maybe that's some tutorial thing. There's a balloon over here. Area. I think it's the savannah area, right? From earlier in the trailer, climbing up. You can climb around and dig and smash through everything. Crazy. It's being wild. I will say this DK design does suit the game better. I thought of after a while. I'm like, oh, I don't know if the gameplay and art style would mesh well with his old design as well. This is an interesting thought I had. Smash an enemy into another object, break that rock, knock that enemy into that spiky enemy, break them, smash this big gray enemy, greystone enemy, pick up this thing that explodes into that enemy. Some kind of ruins area with markings on the wall. Little lake. Some pot thing in the way. Similar to the ones in Mario Odyssey, actually. Those things you gotta pop up and break it. That things that pop out and break open, so that you get the item, the power moon in it. Yep, diving in, punching and diving into a hole. Riding on stones, huh? And we've got the barrels, cannons, Nito. Got this 2D section. So, pulling a Mario or a Sonic, where we go into 2D sections at certain times of the game. That's Nito. Some DK, some Dungo hijinks looking level. Go into barrel, minecart. One of those one rail minecarts. Stone things, googly eyes, changing shape, some dancing or something going on here. Some gorilla statue. Looks to be moving for ever so slightly though, so maybe it's a living person, living being. Is that it moving? Or is that just a camera angle? I swear it's moving, not ever so slightly, and it's not just a camera angle. Yeah, it seems like it to me. Yeah, banana, stone thing. That's the companion on the back. That's the thing smashing through. Some ostrich looking thing. Some big bird, flightless bird. Bananas, yeah. Oh, banana. That looks like a big event that's happening at some point. It's one of the bosses, I guess. The monkey bosses. That's a monkey character. There's other two characters next to him, the big guy and this tall, skinny one. Some rock monsters. Some flying thing. Some more rock enemy monsters, okay. Some girder construction blue. Red construction girder looking things like classic DK, like the classic arcade games. It's one of the bosses, probably. Oh, that's a thing. Another kind of boss. Big monkey. We've got a banana horde here. Purple goop getting in the way. Banana horde, banana shaped ship boat thingy. Riding on airship thingy. Sure, in over his head, huh? That's one of the bosses. Looks like that small. That looks like that, or the other way around. That looks like him. That small enemy. Roller bolt. Some big fiery lava thing, roller thing. I'm like, that's just like a thing from 3D World, right? That's a boss, yeah. One characters. Yeah, there's them. Wonder what they got going on. They got a liquid there. Wonder if that does anything. Is that a banana phone thingy or something? Controller holder? Dunkin' Bonanza. So yeah. 17th of July, 2025. Yep.
ご覧いただいたのはドンキーコングの新しい 3D アクションゲームドンキーコングバナナとは
Brand new 3D action game starring
新
Donkey
しい
Kong.
3D アクションゲームドンキーコングバナンザです。唯一無二のパワーで敵も壁も地面も全てを破壊しながら巨大な地下世界を突き進みます。詳細は改めてお伝えしますのでお楽しみに。
What is this? Hope you look forward. Thank you for watching so far. So yeah, that's the my analysis of all this. So
改めてになりますが
recap, yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2の発売日は6月5日です。最後に発売する本体のご紹介です。まずは Nintendo Switch 2の本体です。これに加えダウンロード版のマリオカートワールドがセットになった本体も発売します。詳しくはダイレクト終了後に公開する
Yep.
公式ホームペー
Details
ジ
on
を
the
ご覧く
website
ださい。
later. Which goes live later
駆
today.
け足になりましたが、今回お伝えする
Okay,
内容
yeah.
は以上になり
That's
ま
the
す。
end of my extra thoughts and analysis on this. So thanks for joining me, guys. If you like this, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.
Nintendo Switch 2を皆さんにご体験いただけることを今からとても楽しみにしています。最後までご覧いただき、ありがとうございました。
Okay, thanks, guys. Bye. Thanks for joining me, guys. If you like this, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.